From Chicago's hottest event center, where the punches hit harder, the adrenaline surges, this is where legends are born and rivalries ignite. Whatever blows your hair back, studio.
And I'm Tyler with Whatever Blows Your Hair Back. And we got Luke, and we got like 20 boxers downstairs, so bear with us. The speed bag is beating.
Purring, baby. That speed bag is a purring.
Yeah, we had some good sparring today in the gym, man. We had some good sparring. Well, we have Ace and Alex.
It was a big pop-up group out of nowhere. It kind of came in like
They're
a
still here.
hurricane.
They're still here.
I mean, a facility like this, people just don't want to leave.
Yeah, we had the coaches brought their kids. They're down there playing video games and stuff. The one kid didn't like the dog, started screaming. I was like, ah! It was echoing. It was echoey.
And now we're here up on the cast, doing it big, getting ready for this June the 4th podcast.
Man,
Tyler,
you made
what do
that
you got for tonight?
Did we do an audio check, or do we sound good? Are we all on live? Are we all good?
We're good, Tyler. Tyler, we're good. We're up and rolling. It's game time. I need you here, and I need you
All right,
now.
I'm here.
So what I want to tell you guys is that we got big news.
All right,
And
so
it's that we are now officially
Oh.
a registered USA Boxing Club. We knew
Yeah.
we were, but now we got the official.
yeah, we knew we
official
were, but now I get mail of posters saying you are a registered boxing gym. You are part of the club of USA Boxing. I was happy to get to. I was like, it's like, wow, they recognized it, and they gave me a poster that only we can hang up. So that was cool. That was really cool. How did you guys think about my intro, Johnny? What intro did you drop in there?
I dropped in the Whatever Blows Your Hair Back Studios intro.
Ah, Johnny.
I dropped in the
I'd
Whatever
like
Blows
to
Your Hair
hear-
Back Studios intro.
I would like to give an update, quick update, before we give the lowdown on all the MMA fights and all the boxing fights that went on this weekend. I'd like to give one more little dial in on the development that we got coming up. And what was that the minute ad you actually made? It's not the development. What is it about?
What are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about, Ty?
The minute ad.
You got an ad? It's a 60-second advertisement?
We're
for
just
Whatever
talking
Blows Your Hair
about
Back
it.
Studios?
Yes, I do.
God
We
damn it.
have a new
Made me
piece
look like
of
an asshole.
marketing material,
Play
guys.
it. Play it so
Listen
they don't think I'm
up.
crazy. Play it so they don't think I'm fucking crazy.
Whatever blows your hair back, studio. Follow on social for exclusive behind-the-scenes glimpses, live streams, and heart-pounding highlights. Our streaming channels bring every fight and event straight to your screen. But wait, this round's not over yet. Tune in for our live podcast featuring Chicago's finest guests and the hottest West Side news. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 7, we dive deep into the world of boxing, share untold stories, and celebrate the spirit of the fight. And here's the knockout deal. Ask about joining the studio membership club. It's more than just a seat at the fight. It's an all-access pass, ringside views, gourmet
good
food,
burpee.
refreshing drinks, and exclusive venue privileges. For details, head over to the Whatever Blows Your Hair Back website. From fight schedules to fighter profiles, it's your one-stop hub for everything boxing. So tighten those wraps, adjust your stance, and get ready to be part of Chicago's boxing legacy. This is where champions rise and dreams collide.
And boom, baby. And that is another ad about our content creation and our studio.
Membership and content here is what we do. We have boxing.
I hope the people
we have
liked it.
content creation. And we
Holy
have
cow.
mic down.
Jesus. We have the mic down.
Guys, we're going to go boomstick style today. It's no big deal.
We need someone over here to help. Can we get someone from the side crew? There you go,
Guys.
Johnny. You're good. All right, yeah, here we go. Come on in here.
Sorry. I'm
All right,
sorry.
keep the as long as the mic still works.
And we got G Money
If you
Garrick
guys
over there
have
lending a
noticed, I've
hand.
been lifting a little more weights lately.
I don't know what's
so
going
I've gotten
on.
a little stronger, I think.
So, anyways,
We
I
got our
played
guy
the
Garrett
UFC.
here.
Let's start right now. I played the UFC fights over the weekend, and what's up, Ace? Ace just walked up. He looks like he's got a question to ask, or he just checking in. He needs a shirt? I don't know. Look in my closet. If you can find a shirt, you can have it. I don't give a shit. It's right there. Okay, so we got Ace taken care of. I streamed the MMA fights, and I also put them on and streamed it with me on TikTok Live, and I had 3,000 people watching it with me. And then I brought them all over to Instagram, like 500 people within like 30 seconds, and they were giving me comments like, "Hey, chat, what's up, chat?" Like Aiden Ross and those guys talk. I had messages coming up so quick I couldn't respond. I'm like, whoa. And I was just playing the fights by myself. And these 3,000 viewers I had with me, because I was in the screen too. I was playing it like this. I was in the screen and the fight was in the back. And as long as you keep like half of your, all good, Ace. as long as you keep like half of your face in the screen and the fight in the background, it wasn't giving me soliciting.
Really? You did
wasn't.
not get booted.
I didn't get booted.
He did not get booted this time.
So I was having 3,000 people for like 4 hours watch me, and I would give them tours of the factory.
Were they entertained?
They were entertained.
Did you gain any new followers?
3,000.
Nice.
3,000 followers, and then I also got 500 new on Instagram because I goes, you know what? I just got a penalty. We're going to Instagram. And I go, everyone go to Instagram and give me a message. They all went to Instagram. I got 500 messages, and they all gave me a follow. And then when I played the fights on Instagram till Instagram kicked me off. So I was going back and forth bringing the fighters. And anyways, I got over like 4,000 new. These are really fighters. Like, these guys were all like really into fighting. So they're the content people we want that are hope are viewing right now. Hopefully they're here right now. And they went
What up, Fight fans?
I even went to got some subscribers on YouTube, 10 subscribers too. So it was a really successful night. So now let's talk about the fights. Did anyone in this room watch the fights, the UFC fights?
Gary here. I absolutely watched the UFC.
Garrick did.
Let's start off just because I think we're both a Strickland fan. What did you think about the Strickland fight, Gary?
Strickland, I mean, it was kind of a boring fight, but I do enjoy watching Sean just walk people down.
That's
around
exactly
the cage.
what I
Did he
see
win?
too. First off, guys, we would have a camera for Garrett right now, but someone broke the camera today, the lens and everything. Yeah, Johnny on the rocks here. Hey, Johnny, what happened to camera 2? Well, we're going to talk about that, Tyler. Wow, I broke it. Oh, all right, Johnny, we don't got a camera 2 now. So hey, that's why you can't see these guys today, guys. Johnny broke the camera. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you, Garrett. Go ahead.
No, that's pretty much all.
The time needed to get something off his chest, guys. If you didn't know, he does use the pod to vent a little bit here and there about some personal
Not
grievances.
upset at all, actually. It's not upset, but he's got to get some shit for it. He's definitely going to get some shit for it. So, yeah, the Strickland fight was a walk down.
Did he win?
I believe it's, Strickland won. I believe that he did try to press Costa the whole time, and he was running. And so I'm not blaming Strickland. He was there to throw the thunder. Costa just didn't want it. Would you agree with that?
I agree. I know also Costa and Islam both came into fight night with staff, too.
You're one, dude. I thought the same with you. Yeah, I thought the same. Yeah.
So I don't know if that affected Costa at all.
Came in with staph infection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was
2
still
fighters
out?
at staff. Yeah, I think
Really?
that is. Well, I mean, you sell enough tickets. What are you gonna do? No,
I
all
don't
the
know.
fighters. Staph
Call
infection
off the
pretty
fight
serious.
Like Tyson and Paul.
Ooh,
That's
good.
foreshadowing. We'll get to that.
But I mean, it was a very Sean Strickland performance, I think.
Oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, he kept it to the stand-up boxing. And there's not much talk about that. Then there's the Poirier fight and the Islam fight, which was
Great fight.
greatness. God, they did save the fight night. They
Oh.
did save the fight night.
What happened there?
Islam came out and he cranked Poirier pretty hard, and then Poirier recovered. And then he started putting on a show for the second, third round.
A lot of good wrestling out of
He
Poirier,
did a
I
lot.
thought,
He did,
too.
and some good stand-up too when
Yeah.
Poirier kept him on the ground. Split open
opened him.
Islam's head with a 4-inch gash.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dude, it was a bloodbath.
Talk about a laceration.
And then I thought, I'm like, dude, Poirier fought both Khabib and the Islam, who the coach was there. This man's been fighting so long, he hit 2 generations of fighters and still fought him on the #1 card. So the hat's off to Poirier. He earned a spot to me, like in the UFC greats.
Do you think he's actually going to retire? Do you think he's going to take a BMF fight or some?
Yeah, he's a big
money
family
fight?
guy. I could see him retiring because there's not. I mean, what are you gonna do? Win 1 or 2 more? I mean,
Yeah.
maybe you do. I'm a motivated 37-year-old. You know, I keep it real. I try to get fights still. I get
He
into
was
shit.
challenging one of our entries to our fight night on July 20th.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone in this weight class? Well, worst comes to worst, I could fight you. You don't expect that out of a promoter.
I
usually.
didn't mean it like that. I said online a fighter was interested, and he was like 150, like 1 or 2. I'm like, oh,
156 Masters.
156. Oh, and he said, "Man, oh, that's me. That's my weight."
Tyler goes, well, that's my weight class.
I don't
so-
even know the guy. I didn't even care. I was like, well, that's where I'd be fighting at. And so I'm like, I was interested to see the size of him. And then it looked like I wanted to fight the guy, and it did. He responded like, well, I guess I'm not ready to fight. I guess I'll fight you or something. And I'm like,
that is going to be on live on our event, July 20th.
watch me have to
baby.
fight a guy because he comes here. I'm supposed to be fighting Tyler.
I'm supposed to be fighting Tyler in the Masters
I would have
Championship.
for me to take a fight at my own venue and put it on and go live. I couldn't do it. I
I
break.
couldn't even be here. I don't even want to see that guy.
I'm like, what am I warming up the corner, or am I doing a podcast interview with the guy that's fighting me?
Are there any updates to the July 20th event? Any new fighters, new gyms?
Oh, yeah, there is an update. Me and Luke's been matchmaking, and we have 5 fights already matched up. We have them set in. We got Eddie Camacho.
Eddie Camacho.
We got
from
Eddie
Unanimous,
Camacho
one
from
of my favorite
Unanimous.
open
Who
fighters.
do we have him mixed? Do you have that in front of you? Can you bring that on your phone?
Yeah, I do have that on my phone.
So we put aside the fighters right now. We have overall about close to 50 fighters. We're still waiting on Tri-City Boxing, Talons Boxing, and I didn't reach out to Sam Corona, but I'm going to. We're still waiting on about another 5 gyms of their fighters, so that'll probably be the other half of the fighters. We already got 50 fighters on the list.
Oh, there was a guy from Gregory, Gordon Maurice, that is open at 176, where Eddie's listed at 182, so I think that he can make that fight potentially.
So who we got? Eddie versus
So
who?
Eddie versus Gordon, Maurice from Gregory Boxing potentially is a match.
Then we got some open. Then we got some girl. We got a girl fight, I believe, too. We matched something close to a girl fight.
Yeah, we do have quite a few female entries. Well, it's a no name from River West.
It's a no name from River West with the match the weight and
versus,
experience.
From Unanimous, the Xian Zhang.
Yeah, Xian Zhang. Yep.
which is
So those
one
are
of,
2.
Lawler's
Do you have the other ones marked too? We got three other. Some 147. There's a bunch of 147 weights.
147s that are pretty. They're going to be novice fights.
We got a lot of open fighters. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a couple more open fighters. We got some young bucks coming out of Gregory. Some 18,
and
19
some
year
more
olds.
young guys coming out of 187.
Oh, and then 187 just submitted a bunch of guys, and we're going to have those. We're going to have some fights
Yeah,
for
they're all
those.
junior guys from 187.
We're looking for a fight for a guy out of 187, Johnny. He's a 119, 17-year-old.
Johnny
He's light.
He's got 2 fights. He's weighing in at 119.
119. And he was proactive. He reached out to me. A lot of these fighters, guys,
I've seen
reach out
Johnny's
to
good.
me, and then I have their coach reach out to me, and that's how they usually go down. Did that answer your question back there?
Absolutely, yeah. I just want to know what the updates were.
And that's the
some
update.
promo.
So we
So
got that, and then the big update is that if you didn't already hear that Mr. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are no longer fighting on July 20th, it has been postponed indefinitely with looking for a replacement. Evidently, if you didn't hear, Mike Tyson's plane there was a medical emergency. Was on the plane a few weeks ago, and it ended up being he's having ulcer issues.
that's what
and
they
he's
tell us. You guys
unable-
know we're just believing whatever they tell
Yeah,
us,
he's
right?
unable
Like,
to train at this
Hey,
point. so the
Mike, what
fight's
really
put off
happened?
Indefinitely.
I'm bored.
But
I've been smoking weed.
we're gonna have the fight here, but
Tell
now
America.
that just makes the main event of the day the event here. The Whatever Blows Your Hair Back Studio America Fight Series, baby.
Yeah, we're not
It's
giving
going
anything
down
up.
Live at the studio. We're gonna have concessions, live and ring announcers, ring girls. Tyler's gonna be here. I'm gonna be here. Johnny is now gonna be here.
Johnny Rock's
We're
gonna be here
have a
now.
Great fucking night, and you guys can stream and tune in live. Get all the Chicago local fight scene. See what's popping there. See some up and coming guys that you might eventually see on pro cards in the future.
What do you got to say about the bot? Well, I think that covers it for the UFC. That what I watched. I know you don't got a lot to say about it. That's what I got to say about it. And believe it or not, it was a really big day for our channel. We got, like I said, 3,500 news. You know how many ads and subscriptions and how many posts you got to get for that many subscribers?
No.
And they're real. You're not running. You got to meet them. I'm
They're not
talking to
bots.
them.
You're saying they're not bats. He got real subscribers.
I felt a moment in time where I'm like, dude, I could do this. I could talk to these guys all day.
Hey, chat.
I wasn't pulling the hey chat talk, but I
You
was.
should. You'd be good at it.
But I was entertained. I had a good time. I felt needed. I felt wanted. I felt like they were like generally interested in what I had to say. I was shadowboxing in between rounds. I was
I
entertaining.
would love to see a replay of any of this footage.
Nobody
Of
was
the-
hating on me either. Nobody was hating on me. Usually,
Now I don't believe that they were not bots.
but
No hate. No hate in this world.
Dude, you know how many haters I usually get to? People
Yeah.
tease me for everything. And I didn't get no teasers. I'll be honest with you. I probably would have fought the guy. I would have told you, like,
Yeah,
dude,
I
I got in
know.
trouble again. This guy was picking on me.
Oh,
No, man, I had no haters. Everyone was supportive.
wow.
They kept saying, thank you for risking your TikTok account
Thank
and
you for
streaming
illegally
streaming it. And then I legally streamed from that. And then I also,
Allegedly.
I didn't legally do anything, but I was streaming it from some other phone that was hanging out by me. So I was streaming it. So like 3,001 people got to watch. And
It's a stream within a stream.
I can see why
within
Dana
a
White's
stream.
frustrated. Because if you do the math for Dana White, that would have been all the ticket sales. He's angry.
Anyway, moving right along. Are we going to talk about boxing?
And moving into boxing, Luke,
Let's
because
talk about
I didn't
pro
watch boxing,
guys. We
but
had
I know.
a big weekend in pro boxing over in Saudi Arabia with the 5v5 Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing, 5 fighters versus Frank Warren of Queensberry Promotions. The two big fighting promoters over in England. They had 5 fighters line up against each other. Deontay Wilder being Matchroom's big guy versus Zian Zhang. Big Bang Zhang is his name.
Big
During this
Bang
fight,
Zhang.
If you guys don't know anything about Deontay Wilder, historically he is one of the greatest knockout artists of all time in boxing. I think there was a 39 KO streak that he went on.
He's got really skinny legs.
He didn't come up as a boxer, and their big knock on him was that he can't box. All he can do is throw the bomb, which is true. But then he started trying to box more,
Bron
and
Bomber.
it never really worked out for him. And in this event, he was trying to box Zhang, and he'd spin around like a ballerina. And then, fundamental rule, guys: never give your back to your opponent. Always be able to see them. The punch is gonna fuck you up is the one you don't see coming. At some point, Wilder literally ballerina spin and then turned around to Zhang's 6'6", 280-pound ass, fucking clocking him cold out. It was a really Bush League amateur move. I don't even know if you could hear me because I wasn't talking in the mic.
Would you say that to his face?
No, Deontay, I actually love you, and I think you're a great warrior. I just think that was a silly thing that happened in the ring, and we don't like to see that as a boxing
That's fair.
purist. You don't spin around in the ring. You don't give the guy your back. Maybe his legs were weakened. They are small. Deontay, we know you got little legs, but you got a lot of power. Anyway.
I don't have big legs. I'm
other
not hating
great
on him. I'm
fights
just
we
finding
had-
a common.
We had Bivol.
Another big fan, a big fan. And I
maybe-
said we said that he was going to win. We said both these guys were going to win last week.
Pound for pound, maybe the best fighter in the world, and Bivol, the guy who beat Canelo, besides Floyd. He came out, and the knock on him is that he's so good that he'll just kind of coast through fights. He has the gears to go and get these
He
guys
doesn't
out
turn
of
it
here.
up and put the show on. He doesn't have to put the risk out
But
there.
he doesn't. But this time, he fucking poured it on. You could tell he gave the fans an overwhelming onslaught in like the 5th and got the guy out of there.
All right.
Well, normally he probably would have been in and out a little bit more with that Russian style that Tyler loves. That
I got
style.
compliment. I don't know if I'm getting compliments, but people have been talking about my Russian style and
He's
putting
got a
on.
little Russian style. He's got a little Russo.
Yeah, I do. I've been Russian styling it because the in and out quickness, they're not ready for that. And they're not ready for me to be tall and lanky and come in and out like that. And if you can do it with a punch and come back out, they're going to try to hit me, and then I can keep my face like, you ain't going to hit me. Because it's all about timing and distance with the Russian punch.
Yeah.
With the Russian stand.
So Bivol readily
That's everything in
beat
boxing,
that
I mean.
opponent, which was his replacement for Arthur Bitterbeeve, which we're still hoping to see that match up here in a few months, which is going to be amazing. One of the best fights of the year. The rest of the fights, none of them on the card were really that big.
Did you bet anything?
No, I don't.
Oh, that brings us into the next thing. I was betting I used the DraftKings, which brings us into our bettors over here, our main
Moneyline
platform. Go ahead and
guys.
chime in with our Moneyline guys. We're partnering up with the Moneyline guys in our podcast. So if you see a similar podcast out there with the same guys, we got the Moneyline team in over there in the back of the house. Say what's up.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of a brand extension over here. So Moneyline is a show that Garrick and I are putting together. We're involving some comedians, and we are exploring the depravity of sports betting.
And so I use DraftKings, and we are big into sports here, and their podcast goes with our podcast, so we're going to mention each other's podcasts with our Whatever Blows Your Hair Back studio and their sports betting platform.
Yeah,
What do you guys plan to monetize that anyhow, or just all information?
I mean, for now, it's just a labor of love, but we'll see where it goes. We think it might have some legs, so we'll see what's up, man. For sure, we're going to be doing some fun stuff with DraftKings. Just a start.
All right.
We'll see.
Well, that's cool. I
Yeah,
actually
Moneyline.
made some bets on DraftKings, and I won a
Who'd you
3
bet on,
parlay.
Ty?
I bet on Strickland. I bet on all the fighters to win, and they won. Can't remember the first fight I bet on. It was Strickland, and then it was Islam, and I can't remember the first other one, but I won. So I did
you
good. on my-
parlay 'em?
We've been calling some good fights. We also called both the boxers. So actually, yeah, we called like 4 fights. We're standing pretty good.
Yes. This coming to this weekend. we have-
McGregor. not. I mean, for MMA, I love MMA more than boxing to watch.
Oh,
Crazy.
so McGregor, did you guys see
That's
what's
what I was about
happening
to
with
say.
that?
McGregor.
What do you got for McGregor?
McGregor's coming to fight at the end of June, dude. And
Well, there's some. It's a little murky right now.
that's
They-
what McGregor does. He makes it murky.
They postponed that press conference.
Who's he
Yeah.
supposed to
'Cause
fight?
there was some basic, some petty shit why that got postponed.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. It wasn't a big
see.
deal.
Did you see what it was?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember reading it going, "Oh, that's petty." That's just some like miscommunication shit.
Okay.
And well, once again, what the fuck do I know? They're just telling us what they want, what we want to hear.
I hope that fight goes. Michael Chandler is who he's fighting.
Yeah,
by
Michael
the way.
Chandler, and I think he's gonna win. McGregor's built to win in this one because this is his comeback, right? He's got to win, and UFC's gonna help him. He's gonna sell a lot of tickets, and I miss McGregor, and he's the greatest shit talker ever, and yeah, it's gonna be great. And
Gotta love McGregor.
they don't have any other good people on the card besides him. I noticed so I wouldn't say good people. I'm saying I don't know. What do you guys think about those Dagestan guys? They are complete, bred from a lab, disciplined. Religion, you ain't touching him.
What about Hamzat?
Hamza.
He's the same way.
I like that guy.
You
Those
like
guys-
Hamza?
I smash you.
Smash you.
All three of them, man. They're just all that's very disciplined, and I look up to it. I'm into it.
I gotta
I'm
tell
into
you,
it.
Dagestan is no joke, man. That place has been in the Russian Empire for a while, and they got they got a chip on their shoulder, if anything.
Oh yeah, we forgot to add in we could have put Dagestan up as a country chiming in on one of your phones, tapped in with the switcher. I forgot to switch that in. That's all right. We're all over the place today, guys. Sorry we ain't giving you the best content you needed.
You're giving me the best content you ever had.
We talk about America.
Coming up this weekend, we have the Puerto Rican Day Parade in Chicago and in New York, and there's a whole Puerto Rican.
Dude, tell them what the Puerto Ricans do when it's their parade day. Holy cow. The whole city is theirs. I don't even leave the house. It's
It's a
theirs.
nice time.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a lot of
theirs.
great
They're out the
food.
window, hanging 5 people in flags at the window. I'm like,
Yeah, they got
man,
a lot of
how many
flags.
people catch a casualty on that day? A car passing, a drunk person. I've seen it at the red light as they're falling out. I'm like, man, I wonder how many people actually died today because of this shit. There's got to be some.
I don't know.
Because I see some
They're
crazy
Browns, so they
shit.
probably don't get reported. And then we got Xander Zayas fighting to lead the Puerto Rican Day card in New York at Madison Square Garden. They always have a big fight card there. He is Puerto Rican, up and coming welterweight. He's really good, and he's going to be one to watch.
Is that your pick?
Yeah, I'm picking Zayas
Yeah.
by a landslide.
I reached out to Bobby Hitz. Bobby Hitz has got a fight coming down. He's got his regular guys fighting on June 29th. So Bobby Hitz' promotion out of Rosemont. I'm a good friend of Bobby's.
Cast?
I'm promoting Bobby's fight because he's an OG in this game, and I want nothing but his
Bobby,
praise.
we're inviting you on the pod, man.
Oh, I always invite Bobby on whenever he's around. Yeah, Bobby, he's throws really good events out in Rosemont, 1,000 people plus.
Yeah, at the Dome.
He's a pro. He does a pro show,
At
different
the
ball
baseball
game,
field, boxing. It's crazy out there.
outside. He's a big rep for Chicago boxing, man.
Former pro
Bob.
boxer himself, I believe.
Yeah, Bobby's great, man. I want nothing but Bobby on my side and our side and this gym side.
All right.
That was Ace. He said that he left. So, what else we got in here? Ever notice YouTube? Yeah, there's some funny stuff. Did we talk enough about boxing? I wanted to talk about some.
The other thing I just wanted to quickly mention, guys, coming up, not this weekend, next weekend, we got Tank versus Frank. Tank Davis back in the ring versus Frank Martin. And then that's complimentary with the David Benavidez fight same night. It's going to be great.
So, what are you gonna do about that? Are you?
Do
guys.
you guys have picks for that?
Yeah, I'm taking Tank Davis by knockout and taking David Benavidez by knockout as well.
Well, boxer's gonna be representing Benavidez.
Yeah, hard.
So
There's no training camp
I'm
there.
representing Benavidez as well. I'm on boxer side. Shout out boxer Miami, where Benavidez
And if
training camp.
Benavidez
Benavidez
wins that,
training
he's
out of
gonna
there.
get a strap, and then we're gonna maybe get that Canelo fight. So he needs.
Yes, and that's the fight. I'd like to see that, and that'd be big for Miami boxer, man. That'd be huge. So I think I just deleted my podcast. Oh, I got left here. Oh, Chicago Fabrication. Once again, if you guys haven't checked out my development, chime in. Check out my. It's a 50 unit build. I'm looking for investors. There's a lot of opportunity to make some money. We're looking to raise $4 million. There's a lot of opportunity for money and a living opportunity for anyone interested. It's a project. It's a 5-year plan. It's probably going to kick off next summer. So if you want to hear more on it, make sure to email me and check out all the ads I got out for it. I got packets out listing how you're going to make money, your returns, your ROI on over time. and how all that works out.
You got to check the fitness facility out. This place.
And yeah, the
is
fitness
fucking
facility.
sick.
This place has got awesome amenities. Of course, it's gonna have a boxing gym in it, and with all the right equipment, with all my training and expertise, this is gonna be. People will drive along. If you guys just say that you watch our podcast and subscribe, let me know. I'll give you a secret ticket. I'll give you guys a deal. So just reach out, like our podcast, involve yourself, make it known, and we'll get you a ticket. So a little incentive to be part of our team here and get our fights. Oh, we'll be serving what we're going to be serving. We're going to be serving tacos with a drink, with a water,
And
fresh
now-
beef. And now, tuning in, Johnny on the Rocks. Drop it.
Calling all Chicago fighters. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a hungry newcomer, this is your battleground. Whatever blows your hair back, studio. Step into the ring, lace up those gloves, and let your fists do the talking. Neon lights, roaring crowds, and the building tension in the air. Find it here with
I gotta
Boxing
add more.
Tuesdays and
I've been
Thursdays at 5 p.m. Get in the ring, feel the rush, and unleash your
I
inner
got to talk about our training
warrior.
services and our banquet hall services and boxing services.
And back to you.
And boom, we're back. And all we got left is to talk about some of the services that we have to offer. I took the time to write down all the ways that we create a revenue stream around here. And
we can service you, no diddy.
yeah, so let's just go down the list of ways we can serve you. So first off, we have our streaming service of Whatever Blows Your Hair Back. And that's a service that we stream. We can stream weddings, fights, skating events, paintball, fashion shows, comedy shows, festivals, gaming, podcasts, and movies. We can film all those. Down the line we offer our banquet hall, which we are a licensed banquet hall with a food license and a catering license. So there we can serve you in shows if you're an art release, if you're a music release, once again, if you're a wedding, if you're in a business conference, holiday parties, poker night, bachelor parties, or midget wrestling, we got you on all of that. Even if you're a streaming service and you're a pretty lady out there and you want to make yourself some content, we don't ask questions around here. We're just making sure we facilitate whatever everybody needs with the best content they can create with the best streaming service. Along the lines, we got our boxing. With our boxing office, we got coaching, we got our ring rental, different classes, and then we can have trainers that can come be part of us and kind of work out a rental fee as well. So that's more services. From there, we got our space rental, different that you can rent to have what goes with the banquet hall as well. But there's other spaces you can do long-term rentals or short-term rentals. And then, last but not least, our podcast. Our podcast, we can give you a boost. We can bring in other podcasts. We can market you. This is our mouth for our tone that we can use to monetize with all of our viewers to bringing you the best content and help build our team up. So our podcast is another way that we drive business around here as well, and it's how other people can become part of it. Whew, that was a little long-winded. Maybe not, but that was like what we're all about and with the services that we have to offer. What did you guys think about that, team?
No, that was good. That was solid.
That was a great rundown, Ty.
That was a good time down. And
I'm excited for the midget wrestling.
yeah. Oh, and then I almost forgot, of course, always what got us here. Chicago Fabrication, Chicago Fab Service. We build conference room tables, doors, millwork, benches. We got the best exotic woods, this table, studios, displays, kiosks, art walls, display walls, mirrors, and we got the best welders, the best builders, and we do powder coating. We just do everything with the millwork packages for your custom furniture and design for your homes. Woo! Now that's all of it.
And we got seed for sale.
And we even sell fertilizer and different seeds for sale. So if people are like, Tyler, how do you make a living or how do you make money? Well, I just listed off like 30 different revenue streams we take in here. So if anybody has any questions on how we do things around here, that's how we do it. So all you got to do is keep us in mind just for a couple of your ideas and you can contribute. So I'm Tyler with Whatever Blows Your Hair Back. That's Luke. And I think that's all we got for you today. Actually, I know that's all we got for you today. So we're tuning out of here at Whatever Blows Your Hair Back Studio.